We've seen how some kids react to cheating in sports, even when it would benefit their own team.
I will know, and I cannot live with the guilt.
Now we're in a school library, and both experts and kids tell us cheating in school is the norm.
So many students see it as so prevalent, so common, so prolific that they don't see it as really a big transgression.
These parents are hoping their kids would never cheat, but are they ready to find out?
If you're not honest with yourself, you dig yourself a hole.
I know, I'm so excited.
Sasha's mother says he's a happy-go-lucky, friendly kid. She says while they rarely discuss cheating, they talk about honesty all the time.
You have to be very honest with not only yourself, but your friends and your families.
So what are your predictions for what might happen today?
I hope he does the right thing.
Did you see that Katy Perry dyed her hair blonde?
Emma's mother says her daughter is a conscientious student. She remembers what happened back in elementary school when a classmate tried to copy Emma's work.
Did she tell the cheaters at that time?
She did. And
she told the
spoke
teacher?
up. She did.
But will she speak up today?
How do you think she'll react when the cheating starts happening around her?
I think she'll be very stressed. I think she'll be really nervous.
Yeah.
And while Gianna's mom thinks her daughter will resist the temptation to cheat, she admits she's not sure.
Kids act differently when they're not with their moms, don't they?
Well, thank you so much for coming today.
Sasha, Gianna, and Emma think they're here to be tested on pop culture. A dry run, our producer tells them, for a game show NBC is developing.
We need your help in trying to develop this new show.
The questions will be about TV shows and music, lighthearted stuff. But it's the competition that experts say motivates some kids to cheat. The parents are watching as we give these kids their first task, an individual quiz.
We want to get a sense of how much you know by yourself.
Any student knows that means no talking. Hidden cameras are rolling and our producer leaves. It's pin drop silent until the two actors we've hired to cheat break the rules.
Hey, Miles. For number 6, I think it's C. Do you think it's C?
I put D.
Did you put D?
As her mother predicted, Emma looks nervous.
I just saw your daughter look at the door.
She did. Is somebody watching?
But Sasha, the social butterfly, joins the conversation with the cheaters.
You guys watch Glee, right? Yeah. Which one is 8?
I think Artie Schuster.
Artie Schuster? It's Artie Abrams. All right. Thank you.
Emma, the serious student, tries to tell the group to stop talking.
I don't think we're supposed to ask each other answers.
But they keep chatting.
Yeah, but she married a basketball player, so you might be right. So hold on. I kind of want to change that now.
Okay, so then change it to B.
And watch what Sasha does now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Sasha changed his answer.
But they were all talking to him too and comparing, so it's not like he was the only one.
So how did you feel seeing
I don't like
Sasha?
that.
Time for their next assignment, a group test.
So you have to collectively decide what you think the answer is.
Okay.
We put our actress in charge of writing down the answers they'll come up with together.
Cara Delegardi.
Yes.
That is definitely yes.
And now that they're no longer cheating, Emma seems to relax.
Okay. Prince William got married earlier this year. What is the name of his new wife and her younger sister?
Kate Middleton, Pippa Middleton, and Pippa Middleton.
Yeah.
Whoa, you watched the royal wedding. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
See, they're getting along so well that the next challenge that they get is going to be tough for anybody.
It's going to be hard for them to confront.
Oh wait, Holly Holiday.
We've rigged the group test with a second cheating temptation. An answer sheet is stapled to the back of the quiz. When our actress finds it, it will look like our mistake. So as the questions get harder,
For each of these young stars, give the names of their famous siblings.
Oh my gosh.
our actress pretends to discover the cheat sheet we planted.
Oh, I think these are the answers because it has Kate and Pippa. Okay, I'll just like whip this out and like put it in my pocket.
And instead of protesting, Sasha appears to be celebrating the group's good fortune.
Oh, these are the judges.
He excitedly reads off the cheat sheet.
Name 4 judges on NBC The Voice. So,
Adam, Levine, CeeLo, Green.
But he's like celebrating that there are answers to the questions.
I'm very uncomfortable about it, but He'll learn from this experiment, that's for sure.
I'm like shouting.
As the group copies down answers, Emma starts to look uneasy again, especially when they discuss what might happen later when their quiz gets checked.
They're gonna be like, oh, they're really smart.
That's how you get on.
It makes me feel sad that she doesn't feel comfortable enough to say, hey, they said don't do that.
Hey, how are you guys?
Now I head into the library to ask them about the test.
Did you have fun doing this?
Yeah.
I let them squirm a little.
You guys really seem to know your pop culture. Very good.
Then tell them what our show is really about.
This is actually a show on NBC, but it's a show on cheating. We have hidden cameras all around the room, and your parents have been watching.
I was gonna say, oh my gosh.
Emma admits right away that as one of the younger kids in the library, she felt helpless.
Well, I didn't think we should cheat, but since they're 16, I was kind of like embarrassed to say anything, so.
Ethics teacher Rosalind Weissman comes in to say what they did is typical for kids their age.
So you are not in trouble, okay? So everyone take a deep breath.
She says that with so many kids in schools cheating, it can start to seem normal, even necessary, even though it's wrong.
I should have said something, but I didn't really want to say something.
Is honesty important to your parents? Like super important? Right? And then you get into these situations and it's a lot trickier, right? I know that parents like to talk about it's important that you're honest. Don't lie. But we don't give them a context sometimes for what that's going to look like. And so cheating is a specific way of being dishonest. So I would be very specific with your kids about what honesty looks like to you.
Hello.
She says tell kids point blank, cheating equals lying. So in this case, it's a learning experience for both mother and son.
You've got a voice, use it. Find a way to make a wrong into a right and not participate. Don't get, it's easy to get sucked into a bad situation.
Yeah.
But this situation came up again. Are you going to remember what happened here?
I would probably tell them to stop.
Probably.
No, I will tell them to stop.
Good lesson learned.
Yes.
Good job. Want to go get ice cream?
Can you tell the Cullen family from the Kardashians? These teenagers think they can.
My favorite TV show is America's Got Talent. Favorite show is Criminal Minds. My favorite show is Ant Farm.
They're here to try out for a new pop culture quiz show for kids. But that's just a ruse. Their parents have brought them to this school library for a demonstration about cheating. And they're about to be confronted with a dilemma that their moms and dads never had to think about back when they were in high school.
People use the internet on their phones all the time. They pull it out during class. Just a click of a button, you can get the answer that you want.
Technology is really sort of the new frontier when it comes to cheating.
Yes. Kids are using technology so often in such integrated ways to get information about everything. But when you are specifically told, do not use them, and you use them anyway, then you are cheating.
So before the quiz, we make sure to give them this important instruction.
You can't have any cell phones to look up answers.
Kyle is an honor roll student who's just been promised his first cell phone as a reward for good grades.
Have you talked to him about cheating and the consequences of cheating?
Yes, we do. We always say if you see a friend of yours doing something that you feel is not right, you need to say to him, this isn't right, I'm walking away from you. I'm not doing what you're doing.
Jasmine's mother says she's been trying to teach her daughter to stand her ground with other kids, but she's not sure what will happen today.
And what if she goes along with the cheating and if she participates in the cheating? How will you feel about that?
I'm not going to be angry. That just goes to show me that there's more we got to work on, more we have to talk about.
Jasmine and Kyle are in the library with 12-year-old Abby and the actors we've hired to cheat. Our producer tells the group that the higher they score, the more likely they'll get a shot at being on the show.
We'll ask the groups that we think do well to come back and audition for it.
We leave them alone, hidden cameras rolling.
Miles, right?
Yeah.
And our cheaters quickly break the first rule. No talking during the individual test.
If we put higher numbers, does that increase our chances?
Probably, yeah.
And once the cheaters are talking,
Who? Wait, you said Justin Bieber?
all the kids start sharing answers.
Jaden Smith and Ludacris.
Yeah, Jaden Smith.
So it's, yeah.
Oh, Kyle.
Emma Watson and Emma Roberts, I don't know the difference.
It's a quiz about pop stars, not AP history. But still, it's clear these kids know what they're doing is cheating. Listen to what Kyle says.
I don't think we're supposed to be talking.
They don't hear it.
No one's here.
And yet, all of them, including Kyle, keep going.
Does anybody know who Bella Thorne is?
I don't think we're supposed to be talking, but then he's still asking the question.
Wait, no, hold on.
No, it's iCarly.
Now they're all comparing their answers.
Mine's asking all the questions.
Next, a group project, sharing aloud.
What position does Derek Jeter play for the New York Yankees?
Shortstop.
The kids work together as the questions get tougher.
Name the parents of the Cullen family in the Twilight series of books and movies.
Put a question mark.
Name all the Kardashians in order from oldest to youngest.
I don't know. I know there's Kim. Khloe, I think, is the oldest.
No,
Chloe's the mom, though.
When they get stuck, the actors propose a new way to cheat.
Does anybody have their phone?
I don't even have a phone.
I still have mine.
Should I just search the answers?
No.
Just Google it?
No.
And while Kyle and the real kids have voiced some reservations, the actors take out the phone anyway.
What if she walks in?
He'll watch the door.
They look uneasy, but no one tells them to stop.
In order, it's Chris, Courtney, Kim, Khloe, Kendall, and Kylie.
That's a good thing we Googled it.
I think because everybody's having a good time talking, she's kind of just going with it. She's going with the flow.
I'm surprised he hasn't spoken up more. I'm a little disappointed, actually.
The name of the parents of the Cullen family.
Come on, Kyle, say something.
Well, what would you like him to have done?
I would have liked him to say, put the phone away. I don't want to get in trouble.
Do you think in a similar situation you would do that?
Now? Yes.
We've cheated so much.
It's not that big of a deal. If they don't find out, it's not a big deal.
When the quiz is over, these kids reveal something that makes their parents happier. The conversation turns to smoking and drugs.
I don't get why people would do drugs. I mean, it's just neither do I.
Like, why would you do it?
Well, that's good. See, we teach good. We got a little good out of it.
Hi, guys. How are you?
But back to the quiz. How do you think they'll explain some of those answers we know they looked up online?
The Kardashians. I'm impressed.
We watch like the Kardashians Take New York and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you knew all the Kardashians?
I knew a lot of them, yeah.
Really? I wonder if they watch Dateline.
This is an NBC Dateline show that we're doing about cheating, and your parents have been watching you guys. How do you guys feel?
Busted.
All of them say it was the heat of the moment that made them act like they normally wouldn't.
My stomach kind of was like turning. It was like it was taking out the phone and finding the papers. Just something I don't like to do.
So what should a teenager do when other kids cheat? Rosalind Weissman comes in with some advice.
It's not like, you're going to see somebody cheating and say, oh my gosh, Miles, you are cheating. That is so bad. That is against the school rules. Don't you know that? You have to stop that right now. Then you sound like some kind of after-school special. That's weird, right?
Much better, she says, be short but firm.
You don't have to be all like long-winded sentences about it, but like, seriously, dude, stop. Right? In your own words.
Let's say Miles is looking up the answers.
We ask Kyle to role play with our actor and give it a try.
You're like, oh, so annoying, he's not listening.
Stop.
Do you think you could do that?
Yeah, like one of my friends, I would definitely do that.
What'd you think? Kyle is relieved when his mother tells him he still gets to buy that cell phone he's been promised.
Did you learn anything from this?
Yeah.
But Jasmine is nervous. What will she say when she faces her mom?
I lied for like everyone. We all lie for each other, so I feel guilty about that. What if she walks in?
We've watched this group of teens blatantly cheat on a test, looking up answers on a cell phone.
This is a Dateline show that we're doing about cheating.
And they just found out that their parents saw it all go down on hidden cameras.
The whole time my stomach was just turning, my heart's beating. My heart's beating now, still.
Jasmine says she's disappointed in herself and feels she's let her mother down.
Hi. Hi.
We reunite them in the library.
I feel guilty.
Why do you feel guilty?
Because I lied for like everyone. We all lie for each other, so I feel guilty about that.
How does it make you feel?
Just
gonna make me cry because she's crying. So.
But this mom knows her daughter's heart is in the right place. The rest just takes practice.
First of all, you're here because I want you to realize how important it is for you to be strong, to be a strong person and really stand up for yourself. And it's hard. Not everybody does it. There's adults that don't do it, and I know it's hard because I've been there.
I mean, you know what you stand for. Yeah. They said, I don't really know why I cheated. You know, I was raised better than that. You know, I know that that's wrong, but I did it anyway. That's an amazingly important experience for a kid to have, and then be able to talk about it with their mom or their dad.
We put these kids through some pretty tough situations. If the tables were turned, how do you think the grown-ups would react?
I think that they would do the same thing. It's easy to look at kids and say, oh, that's kids doing this. This is something that we often can get caught up in easily.
So what can be done to reduce cheating in schools and make it easier for honest kids to stand their ground? Cheating researcher and education professor Eric Anderman says there is a proven solution. How can we reduce cheating?
I know this is a tall order, but in de-emphasizing the absolute total importance of the grade. I mean, that really is the bottom line. Motivation to get grades is one of the strongest predictors of whether or not kids cheat or not.
Research shows that when schools and parents talk more about knowledge than grades, cheating goes down.
In other words, you got a C. You didn't learn all the material. You're going to have to go back and learn the material and retake the test and get an A. The goal here is not for me to say you're a C student. The goal here is for you to learn this stuff.
If you are focused on grades with your kid, they're going to hear you. Then you are contributing to a situation where they will more likely cheat. And that is something that's a hard thing for parents to hear, but parents have to hear it.
So with our next group of students, we put that idea to the test. This time when our producer gives instructions, we make the audition less competitive, no longer stressing the importance of just getting the answers right.
And all we need to know from you is what you know, okay? You can get them wrong. It's okay. That also helps us.
Our school gives us laptops. So
Will it make a difference? At the table are twin sisters Christina and Patience, and Cassie, an honors student who's told her mom she doesn't like it when other kids try to copy her work.
She felt very bad that she felt somebody was cheating off of her, that was doing them a disservice because they're not learning by that.
And 11-year-old Unk Trey for short.
Actually, his name means to be truthful and honest, upright and righteous.
Can Trey live up to that big name? He's the youngest kid we're testing today.
So I'll give you a few minutes to do it, okay?
Once again, the actors start cheating during the individual test.
It's Emily Watson. Yeah.
And the twins go along, helping each other out.
That's right.
There's an answer. That fraternal bond.
They should have split those twins up.
What is the name of Justin Bieber's new perfume?
Okay.
What? But here comes the real test. Now, as they're all working together on the group project, the cheaters pull out the cell phone to look up an answer.
Hold on. Let's just use a lifeline.
No, don't.
Both Cassie and Trey are adamant. Don't do it.
No, it's fine. You don't have to. I think
please don't.
because
Please
I think
don't. Please don't. Please don't.
It's okay.
It's the boldest pushback we've seen in the library yet.
Okay, please put away your phone. Please put away your phone.
No, you could like just watch the door and make sure.
No, please stop. No.
Can I have a cell phone?
No.
I'm just gonna shut it off.
No.
Please put away your phone.
You have to get on the show, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't want to get on the show cheating.
Good for them.
Doing what I taught him to do.
Put away your phone.
Okay, I put my phone away. Everybody happy?
And when they find the cheat sheet we planted, answers we've stapled to the back of the quiz, Cassie actually tries to take it from the cheater.
Give it to me.
Come on, stop.
Come on.
Remember, with this group, we de-emphasize the importance of getting all the answers right. And it seems to have made a difference. Cassie appears so confident the cheating is unnecessary that when our producer comes back in, she doesn't hesitate to tell the truth about what's going on.
The answers for the last 5 questions were on the back of it, so we just wanted to let you know.
Cassie, what she did there to tell the adult, that's something that you did not predict.
I didn't expect it. I really didn't expect it.
You're here because we are doing a Dateline episode about cheating. And your parents have been watching.
I'm gonna get you, Dad. I'm gonna get you.
You all did a great job.
What happened there doesn't surprise me a bit. When the emphasis is on knowledge, kids are not likely to cheat because it doesn't buy you anything. It doesn't get you anything.
Of course, grades will still be a part of school, but experts say parents need to strike the right balance at home. Raising kids who would never cheat is an enormous challenge. Whether it's teaching them to stand up for what's right or to bounce back when they don't.
Good job. Our children are going to do things that we are not proud of. What I think is important is that parents realize that parenting is a process. This is a journey, a long journey.
Natalie, the advice sounds solid. I mean, focus on learning, not getting good grades. But you and I both know kids are under a lot of pressure right now. They need to get good test scores, good grades to get into a good college. So what's a parent to do?
Well, you have to start off when they're really young, really early on, when they're preschool age, before grades even come into the picture. Put the emphasis on learning and knowledge. Make it fun, make learning its own reward. And as they get older, hard as it might be, try not to get hung up on those numbers. Your kids are under enough pressure from teachers and peers to get good grades. So really, Lester, it is really focusing on the effort, the learning, and not those numbers.